Hello everyone, I am Professor Sushant Mohite, working as a Head of Electrical Department in Praveen Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology. This is the scheme of 5th semester. Next, we already discussed about this scheme in unit number 1 and the first video. This is the course outcomes and teaching and examination scheme of subject energy conservation and audit. In this video, we start the unit number 4 of subject energy conservation and audit, and that is energy conservation through cogeneration and tariff. Then first, what is the meaning of cogeneration? Cogeneration is the system which produces two forms of energy from one fuel. One of the form of energy must be heat and other may be electricity or mechanical. Next, course outcomes, which is related to unit number 4, that is COD, is use cogeneration and relevant tariff for reducing losses in facilities. The next is the learning outcomes. After completing of this unit, you get the following outcomes. The first, describe the method to minimize losses in the given electrical system. Second, explain the method for optimum use of energy source in the given facility. Third, identify the cogeneration system for the given facility. And the last, determine the energy price of the given facility for energy saving. Next, now we start unit number 4, that is energy conservation through cogeneration and tariff. The first point is what is cogeneration and what is the need of cogeneration. The cogeneration or combined heat and produce is defined as the sequential generation of two different forms of useful energy from single primary energy source, typically mechanical and thermal energy. Then what is the need of cogeneration? Thermal power is the major source of electric supply in India. The conventional method of power generation and supply to the customer is wasteful in the sense that only a third of primary energy fed into the power plant actually made unavailable to the users in the form of electricity. In conventional power plant, the efficiency only 35% and the remaining 65% of energy is waste. The major source of loss in conversion process is the heat rejected to the surrounding water or air due to inherent constraint of different thermodynamic cycles used in power generation. Also, further losses of around 10 to 50% associated with the transmission and distribution of electricity in electrical grid. Due to all these reasons, cogeneration is needed. Once again, what is cogeneration? The cogeneration is the system which produces two forms of energy from one fuel. One of the form of energy must be heat and other may be electricity or mechanical. Next, then what is the need of cogeneration? Okay. Suppose this figure represents a typical cogeneration thermal power plant. In such plant, coal in the pulverized form is burned in the boiler, which generates high pressure steam. This is applied to steam turbine to produce mechanical power, as turbine is connected mechanically to electric generator. It converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. The exhaust low pressure steam from turbine is generally condensed to water, which goes back to boiler. Also, the flue gases from boiler containing heat energy are exposed to atmosphere directly. Hence, the efficiency of conventional power plant is low and may be about 30 to 35%. The low pressure steam, that is exhaust steam from turbine, has large amount of heat which is lost in considering if utilized is in either preheating of feed water or used for other factories, great energy saving can be achieved. At the same time, flue gases from boiler going to chimney can be used to heat other products of industry or houses or passes through economizer to heat the feed water to boiler. The efficiency can be greatly increased. Such type of plants are termed as cogeneration plants. It is estimated that nearly 25,000 megawatt of additional power generation is possible by cogeneration in India. Hence, it becomes necessary to install cogeneration plants where it is possible. The next, what is the concept of cogeneration, or what is energy conservation, or how the energy conservation by cogeneration? Then what is the concept? Cogeneration is the method or way of conserving the energy. In main generation, the energy is converted into another form of energy, say hydro to electrical, thermal to electrical, diesel oil to electrical. But in this convergence, a large part of energy is wasted and small part is converted. This loss of energy from the stations can be used for the same purpose to get good efficiency, like in thermal power plant. The waste flue gases having much heat energy is reused in the same conversion, such as preheating, air intake heating, etc. But the other way of reusing the waste energy for other purpose in the same premises for cogeneration is the way of energy conservation. In this figure or this block diagram represents the energy conversion by cogeneration plant. Okay, in this figure, the first block shows the pulverized coal which is given to the boiler. Then the output of heat is given to the steam turbine, and then after rotating of turbine, the alternator which is connected to the turbine is also rotated and you get the electrical energy. But the wastage of heat which is going to the economizer, okay, the output of economizer is going to condenser, okay, the another input which is coming from steam turbine, okay, then the output of condenser is connected to industry where that industry is a require the heat for the other purpose. Okay, the next, advantages of cogeneration. What is the advantages of cogeneration? It increase the overall fuel efficiency of the system, which leads to energy conservation. The cost per unit of electrical as well as the process output will decreases. The level of the pollution and problems associated with this are decreased. The import of high grade fuel for the running of plant decreases. It helps to increase the trading. Cogeneration provides additional competitiveness for industrial and commercial users. It offers affordable heat for domestic users. It helps in sustainable development and optimum management of natural resources can be done for energy production. In cogeneration system, the heat can be recovered by WHR system, which can be used for the other process. It helps in the cost saving for the plant.